Okay, friends, here's what's happening over here. I had made you a video about sashing and putting this quilt top together, just as I have promised. But the first one I did, I wasn't really happy with, so I decided to do it again. So there was one red flag. Then when I went to upload it, it took forever to upload. And then it was eventually flagged for copyright. So there's two more red flags. And so I had to edit it again and then try to upload again. And it literally took hours. And by that time, I was just so done with the video. So there is a awesome video about sashing that none of you guys are gonna see. So you're just gonna have to trust me that I did it. But I guess it doesn't matter because you won't see it anyway. So I did finish this quilt top. So I'm gonna show you that. But also in that video, there's a kind of an important piece of information that I shared that I need to let you know now. So let's first look at this quilt top and then we'll talk about that. Let's see, that chair's kind of in the way. This turned out so cute. I am so happy with it. I really wanted to do this video outside, but it is too windy today and it keeps blowing it everywhere. You can't see it anyways. So here's the important information. In that video, the whole room was put together like you're used to seeing it. I mean, I had my bins and everything in the bookshelves, but in there I announced that I was ripping my craft room apart so that I could redo it. So let's just go see what it looks like right now. Look at this room. It is completely empty except for my table, and I pretty much can only cut on that table. So for whatever orders come in the next few days, I can cut your order. All of my bookcases are out in the living room. And this is what this looks like right now. So here is my design wall, and these bookcases are just pushed up. So the design wall will stay exactly where it is. If you remember, I had that floral wallpaper all around. I really love the wallpaper, but the texture down here is actually really rough. And so anything, and I mean anything, has a hard time sticking to these walls. So that's why the design wall is screwed in, and whatever posters or decorations I have are with like tacks or nails, because nothing will tape in this room. So although I love that wallpaper, it had to go because I was so tired of putting it back up. So here's the game plan. Everything is going to get a coat of this creamy white, which is throughout the entire rest of the house, so it's a little bit more cohesive that way. But do you see our blues here? I am going to paint a gingham pattern on this TV wall and this whole wall. In my head, it is so cute, but I worry about the execution because it is going to be a lot of work, just time consuming, trying to get all my squares and stuff right. So that is the task I have given myself. So I really wanted to finish this quilt top so we could rip the room apart, and I didn't have anything that I needed to work on, you know what I mean? So that we can paint some gingham in here. It's gonna take me a week for sure. And then I just had the realization yesterday that I was like, you better have it done in a week because your class is on the 14th. So this all has to be done for the class. So when it comes to biting off more than I can chew, this is one of those circumstances. I need to have a put together room for the class, and yet here I am with it in shreds. So here's an update. I've actually made a video for tomorrow kind of showing the start of this destruction. It's quite funny because having everything pulled off the shelves was like 110% overwhelming. So I'm glad everyone was helping. But I've got my paints. I've got my go juice. I am ready to get this room done. So I do have a week, but I don't want it to take that long. But I will show you the process as we go. So yeah, one more One more look here. I've got a big job ahead of me, but I love painting, and so I am really looking forward to this project. I think it is going to be so fun. So until tomorrow, friends, we will see you. Bye.